Food stamps, EBT, SNAP. All these terms are synonymous. They represent the government-funded Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Now, most of you have probably heard of food stamps and probably have some preconceived ideas of who you think are the recipients of food stamps. Now, what you may not know is that food stamps allows you to purchase just about any kind of food, but you can't buy any vitamin supplements with it. Research shows that children from low-income families do not receive the amount of vitamins and minerals through their diet that they need. Therefore, a supplement is necessary. However, supplements are expensive, and most children with low-income families, their parents can't afford to buy vitamin supplements. I think that food stamps should allow children vitamins to be purchased through the food stamp program. To convince you of this, first I have to remove your stereotypes of who you think the recipients of food stamps actually are. Next, I will show you some research about the eating habits of children across America, particularly those in low-income families. And finally, I will show you how a vitamin supplement could help out a little bit in filling the gaps in those diets. So let's begin with the who you think are the recipients of food stamps. Typically, people assume that it's the low-income people who are unemployed, living off the government. That's who has food stamps. But as you can see in this chart, the amount of people who are employed but still do not make enough money to support their families is increasing, whereas those who are unemployed, recipients of food stamps, is decreasing. Next, this red line here shows the amount of increase in food stamps over the years. These peaks right here, these spikes, represent disaster victims. And as you know, we are constantly having natural disasters in our country. So these people, even if it's only for a season, wind up being subject to the need of food stamps. Now, we all know that children need vitamins and minerals to help build their immune systems and ward off disease. However, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, a well-rounded diet based on the USDA guidelines should deliver sufficient amounts of all the essential vitamins and minerals. But adolescents tend to most often fall short in their daily quotas of calcium, iron, and zinc. According to the Center for Disease Control, children need between 2 to 6 cups of vitamins and vegetables a day. Cups, not servings. That's a lot of fruits and vegetables, depending on their age and their activity level. According to the Journal of the American College of Nutrition, only about 25% of preschool children get the amount of vitamins that they need on a regular basis. And as you can see from this map here, only a handful of children in the country are receiving the amount of fruits and vegetables they need on a daily basis. Conditions are worse in low-income families. According to the USDA, low-income families tend to eat less nutritious diets than their counterparts. And typically they do not meet the recommendations for federal guidelines for vitamins and minerals. So they need to get them somewhere. Now, vitamin supplements are not a magic pill. They will not make your child healthy. But vitamins and mineral supplements can help fill those gaps for those children who are not receiving the nutrition they need from their fruits and vegetables. Problem is, vitamins are expensive. And if someone is low income, typically they cannot afford to go out and buy vitamins, and they won't even think about doing it. But did you know that food stamps will allow you to purchase candy, ice cream, soda, gum? So I think a part of the food stamp should also allow you to purchase a vitamin and mineral supplement for your children. Now, I'm not saying they should allow you to purchase supplements in general. because we all know that this vitamin does this and this vitamin does this, and we have all these voices speaking to us, and who knows where that would lead. I am talking specifically about children and the need for a vitamin and mineral supplement in their diet. I have shown you who tends to be the recipient of food stamps. Now put yourself in that position. In our economy today, there are people losing their jobs all the time. And the person who's had that job for 20 years, do you know when he got that job 20 years ago? He didn't need a college degree. But now he does. He can't go out and get the same job. And so for minimum wage, he might find a job, or 2 or 3, and still cannot support his family. I experienced that a little bit myself. When I left the workforce 25 years ago to get married, have a family, I was a manager. I had a company car. I flew all over the country doing trade shows. But 2 years ago, when we lost our business and I needed to go back to work, I tried, and it really didn't matter how much experience I had. I wound up with a job at minimum wage typing invoices. That's where I started 30 years ago. So I'm one of the fortunate ones who's now going back to school to get my degree. But there's a lot of people out there that don't have that option, and therefore they're stuck in these dead-end jobs, unable to provide for their families. I have also shown you that across the country, children are not getting the food that they need to give them the vitamins and minerals that their bodies require. As a parent, you want your children to be healthy. You want to buy them healthy foods, but let's face it, healthy food is expensive. It's much cheaper to buy garbage than it is to buy fruits and vegetables and whole grains. And so, it's a matter of quantity or quality. And if you have a lot of mouths to feed, it's going to be quantity. So children need vitamins and minerals in other ways if they're not getting it through their food. And I believe that if food stamps would allow and encourage parents to purchase a multivitamin and mineral supplement for their children, it would help fill that gap just a little bit in the dietary needs of their children. If you were a parent in this position, wouldn't you want that option? Thank you.